I would honestly, there's no other way to put it. I would stress it. If you're looking to get into the market and you can find something within the threshold, the amount of capital you have to work with, I urge you to take action. There's honestly no way to put it. This to me just signifies. I think there's a lot of people out there that kind of contribute the days on market with, is it a buyer's market, a seller's market, a balanced market? To me, there's no other way to put it. The time to act is now. Go from 0.7 months of inventory to almost 2.5 months worth. I mean, the everything's laid out for you. When you have that many properties to choose from, it's time to act. There's really no other way to put it. So.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Canadian Real Estate Channel. I'm Adam J.D. Martin, and today we've got Abdellah here to give us the Hamilton market update. So what is going on right now in Hamilton?
Hey, Adam. How are you, man?
Not too bad. How are you doing?
Good. Nice to reconnect here. So, lots going on in Hamilton, a little bit of the same, but, there's some stuff I want to touch on today. Some off-market opportunities. So we're going to do a little bit different here. It's not going to be as detailed on these slides. So I just ask anybody that's watching, if you want rent rolls or more information on after repair value or any specs, just drop us a comment below, and I'll be sure to reach out and provide you with some detail through email. So we're gonna try it this way.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm excited to jump right into these stats here.
Perfect. Yeah. So there's our team there. Kind of same thing as usual. Team of 7 here, the Majd Realty Group in Hamilton. Super investor focused, operating a boutique brokerage now as well in the downtown core, and always looking for some investor focused talent. Perfect, guys. Kind of just to give us a little bit of a glimpse. Nothing too glaring here. Kind of from July to August. You see a slight drop there in the median price. As we do, as always, since I first started contributing, what do you kind of, I'd love to hear what you guys kind of foresee happening here. It's kind of a little bit of, the nature of the fall market and how busy it usually is versus obviously another rate hike that we just endured, and, kind of rumblings of still some more hikes to come. So, you're seeing a lot of kind of back and forth here with still a tremendous amount of inventory. So I'd love to see what the viewers think will happen going into the fall here. Perfect. So kind of the same table that we go over on these episodes year over year in August. I would say everything hasn't changed much. Kind of looking at these before, while when Bailey and I were putting this together, if you go down kind of four spots there to the active listings, that is absolutely the most, glaring thing to keep your eye on. 134.6% difference in the amount of listings. So this to me just signifies, I think there's a lot of people out there that kind of contribute the days on market with, is it a buyer's market, a seller's market, a balanced market? To me, there's no other way to put it. The time to act is now. That much inventory. There's still a lot of uncertainty out there with the interest rates, right? It's that same kind of approach, right? There's fear still, not nearly as much as it was early on in the year. A lot of people digested it and started to move forward. Competition's coming back a little bit more. But to me, to go from 0.7 months of inventory to almost 2.5 months worth, I mean, the everything's laid out for you. When you have that many properties to choose from, it's time to act. There's really no other way to put it. So, but I would point out as well, despite whatever you hear out in the media, your average price point from August of 2021 to 2022 is actually up, despite this this fear mongering that we unfortunately endure on a day-to-day basis here. But I would honestly, there's no other way to put it. I would stress it. If you're looking to get into the market and you can find something within the threshold of the amount of capital you have to work with, I urge you to take action. There's honestly no way to put it. We know those interest rates can't last long. They're eventually going to regulate. Cash flow is going to get better. And if you're able to secure something at the price points that we're seeing, there are, it's embedded now. It's all pre-pandemic, and we're not seeing nearly what we did. So that's in a nutshell. There's really no other way to put it. Those are the only two things I would look at in this table for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely a good thing to pay attention to, and we have actually been hearing quite a bit from Hamilton real estate investors in our network that they're just scooping up deals off the market. And I specialize obviously in off-market properties, but it's great to be able to see that you can actually turn to the market right now and easily compete with any of the consumers out there when you're looking at stats like this with that many listings. It poses a great opportunity to buy.
Yeah, 100%. I thought it was a typo when I saw it yesterday, legitimately, but it's nuts. So it's eventually going to get better. So why not secure the type of price points you're seeing? And I'm glad you touched on that, Adam, too. I think every time I speak with any investor I come across that decide to work with us, everybody's kind of internally they're rushing to the table, but I think overall there's still a lot of people that are kind of backing off. But what I wanted to finish there with was the MLS was absolutely useless for the last 24 months. I hate to say it.
Oh, yeah.
You can finally actually use the biggest tool in real estate at a high level again. So that's one thing to point out for sure.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. And I actually suspect that September, October will bring more inventory, not less.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we see it day to day, like across our system, which isn't just Hamilton, although Hamilton accounts for the biggest chunk of it. We're still seeing 600-700 listings coming up every 24 hours, right? So it's an onslaught right now, and yeah, with full steam ahead, right? Perfect, guys. So just as we always do, some of these slides will have a little bit more information than others. We got a really good mix today of density. We'll start off with this one that our team has right now. More entry level. Depends really how you look at it. Could be your first property, could be your fourth property if you kind of just reference repeat the duplex conversion. But this one is in a we'll call it like a B-class neighborhood. Super attractive price point. What you don't see here, it does have a deep lot and laneway access, so it's got parking, definitely an ADU possibility there. But first and foremost, you can convert this into a legal duplex. Zoning calls for it. It's right near the general hospital. Lots of action going on down there. So it's for anybody that's looking to get into the market, we have our hands on this. Can take care of the renovation side as well. But a really good entry point, all brick, semi-detached on a deep lot. Can't really ask for much more. And like I said, really attractive price point as well.
Yeah, it looks attractive for sure at that close to 1% at the asking price. So quick reno, and you could be snagging that.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, if you guys anybody that's if this up your alley, also feel free to reach out, and again, we can provide some more info. For this one, more on the single family side, again, kind of you'll see a bit of a theme here that we're trying to kind of get people to understand the importance of getting something near the harbor front. We as investors in our portfolio, we tried. There was opportunities to get into the harbor front years and years ago. We had secured 2 condos and changed hands 2 or 3 times. Now it's in it's in the hands of a developer and builder that are going to get it done and getting close to kind of that shovel ready stage. So this one steps away. Obviously, I think if you know Hamilton, having the Lock Street address goes a long way. Again, super deceiving kind of from the front. Nice deep lot. No parking here, unfortunately, but a lot of nearby street parking. 1,000 square feet, 3-bed, 1-bath, large basement, another bedroom in the basement. Kind of with a slight dig down in the basement, you could definitely put in another unit. So there's a lot of possibilities here. Again, super attractive price point. We're that type of team that we're not hung up on what happened 60, 90, 120 days ago. Kind of our philosophy is like we got to adapt. I think any investor can kind of tell you that, and we have to be more careful, right, when we're analyzing properties. So that just kind of goes hand in hand when we're just pricing the single family stuff. But again, with where the rents are in Hamilton, I know I say this on absolutely every episode, these single family rentals might not look the greatest now. You could be maybe a bit in the red or cash flow neutral, but to have something that is near an upcoming kind of city changing development at that kind of price point, rents are going to continue to climb, rates will come back down, cash flow will get better. It's kind of a different mindset of, I'm happy to more or less take it on the chin, if you even want to call it that, for the next little bit, knowing fully well long term it's going to pay off in a big way. So I really like this one for kind of the more basic investor, let's say.
Got it. Yeah, I mean, these smaller projects too, like they just come with slightly less inherent risk. Like there's just simply less that can go wrong when you're not doing a duplex conversion or
exactly.
Or building an additional dwelling unit, like you mentioned on an earlier thing. So smaller price point, less risk, easier barriers to entry. So not a bad play, honestly, if you're just getting started.
Exactly. A great footprint too. Like I said, it's about 1,000 square feet. It's really deceiving, and some good room for a lift as well on the cosmetic side. So yeah, next couple ones are a little higher density. These are truly off market. So again, guys, reach out for any additional information. The next two are in prime time areas. So as a quick rundown, 4 units here. They're both on their own deeds, which is really important. For the pure sake of value. Steps at James Street North, could be great Airbnbs. West Goal Harbors down the street, kind of checks off all boxes. The one on the right side is separately metered. The other one yet to be metered. There is a redevelopment opportunity here as well for commercial residential for those of you that have the appetite. And if you don't know how well you guys can see the pictures below. But again, it shows okay. But in my opinion, still some room for lift there. Again, truly off market. They're 4 1-bed units. Great opportunity to get into the multi-res here in a really affluent area. So this one, back to the harborfront theme. This one is actually a legal fourplex. Kind of the same style in terms of condition. It does have separate gas meters, not hydro. Huge lift on rents, lift on the cosmetics, 4-car parking in the back. Again, Macaulay, the Ferry, Simcoe, all these harborfront streets. I can't stress enough the future value that will be there. Super rare to have multi-units in this area as well. So this one and the last one in McNabb, they're fully available only through our team. So again, legal too. So for those of you who are just looking to get into that world and don't want to deal with the conversion or any sort of risk with having off the book units, we'll say it's already converted for you and kind of just ready to rock on renovation. Doesn't need the big ticket items, but needs a nice facelift and and a refresher on the rents. And it's this one will really go a long way. Be a great addition to anybody's portfolio, really.
Nice. Yeah, fourplex is kind of the magic number for me too. Like it's kind of under that commercial financing, and it gives you a little bit of protection if in the event that somebody stops paying, right? If you got 3 units paying, typically you should be pretty safe on a fourplex.
Yeah, always going to have, despite how old the rents are, you're always going to have enough income coming in to kind of float you. So just, love the area, love the address, and again, just a great opportunity all around. This guy here, don't pay too much mind to that front. It looks a lot different right now, but our investor just going through the renovation now. He's about 50-60% the way through, but looking to offer it, in an off-market capacity. Again, 2 units, Emerald Street North, which has gentrified tremendously over the last 3 to 4 years. The amount of flips and retrofits that have happened in this central downtown area is just through the roof. So, and along the same thing, it's all brick, really deceiving. It's got a big lot, laneway access. All the abutting lots have rear garages, so definitely potential for a third unit there. It'll be a turnkey approach here, and kind of just rent and go. Again, to me, it's whether it's purely investing or the live and rent. I think even as a house hacker, you're still an investor to some degree. So this would be an unreal live and rent situation. 3 bed up, 1 bed down, full kitchen, full baths on both levels, and a great lot as well. And I think this probably is the last one here. Kind of a rare opportunity. I think the reason we put this one up, we still do come across a lot of people that just don't approach us for, again, just like what I said on the last, they come to us for, hey, look, we just sold or we're getting to the market, but the only way we're going to do it is if, we have offsetting rents. You will rarely see this type of opportunity. I can't stress that enough. So it's right in the heart of Ancaster. Obviously, if the greater Hamilton area, Ancaster is affluent suburb, majority luxury listings. So you basically have a 2,500 square foot detached home with a second unit in the basement, private side entrance. So you can essentially live in it, as if you're doing a single family, right? Just because the size of the property above grade. You won't find many opportunities like this in Hamilton. Right now, it's actually rented per room, bringing in $65,000 gross. So obviously, the asking price is not going to look overly attractive, but if you had the aspiration of getting into these kinds of neighborhoods because of nearby schools or family, whatever the case is, unbelievable way to better afford a luxury property. And again, these don't come across don't come across desks often. So I'd stress, if anybody's looking to get into a luxury area and looking for a little bit of help on the way in, it's a great off-market opportunity as it stands right now.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a monster of a house there.
Yeah, monster house right near the 403. $2-3 million houses in behind it. So a lot of room for improvement. Renovations aren't super recent. So we're trying to bring something a little different here. Kind of came across our desk last week, and we're just trying to see if somebody could make use of it. So just because we do come, again, sound like a broken record, but to get into the Ancaster market, definitely not easy, especially with where rates are right now. But again, an unbelievable way to enter that market.
We got a bonus deal here.
Yeah. So so I kind of forgot about this. One's more of a case study. One of our clients just picked this one up, but just to kind of show what our guys are doing and what we're essentially kind of advising them to do. But these guys have actually picked up 4 doors in the last 3 or 4 months. So again, they're taking action. I think they bought the first one when the rates were still kind of historically low. So they've taken action in a couple different climates. You can see the purchase price here under 600 grand, giant lot. We've already kind of established with the municipality for an ADU there. They are becoming rabid in Brantford as well. Vacant possession upon purchase. Those are the rents there as is. Again, another great live and rent. But just to stress that really anything that we look at this day and age, and where just Ontario is going to be headed, and the influx of bodies that are still coming into this province year over year. The ability to intensify beyond the original structure, just something that we're super keen on. So essentially anything that we, strive to help a client purchase, we always like to see if there's any further intensification. So, you can see by the size of that property, it's no joke. So 2,000, 1,850, I'd say those are a little conservative, but obviously don't want to kind of, overpromise anything here, but great opportunity that our clients picked up. And again, it's all about just kind of, eye on the prize, and they ended up picking up, a great deal in my opinion here on a giant lot.
Yeah, that's another monster there. Seems like cheap.
Yeah. They're our agent Leah did this one with her repeat clients. So yeah, great job on her end. And then a little bit of a different kind of approach here. So we, a colleague of ours here at Revel, her and her family are kind of smack dab in the middle of developing two apartment buildings that they're converting all into condos. So there's about 33 units left on this one. This is right in the lower west end of Hamilton. So 10 out of 10 area. These are, again, old apartment buildings that are being revived and converted into condos. Super affordable, as we'll see in the next slide here. So just to give some further context, so there's 33 units remaining. If for those condo investors out there, this is probably one of the best deals I've seen in a long time. So this has been with Revel for a little bit now, through one of our agents, Karine Skiba. So you got a good mix of ones and two left, basically down the middle. 2-unit bedrooms are trading for roughly, $460, give or take. Some pretty accurate data there too, just because of how many have already sold. So you're looking at about $2,250. The nice thing about these ones, in the condo fees are super low, coming out of a conversion. Amenities aren't there in the building, obviously being a conversion, but nearby, it's 10 out of 10. So, 20% down. Again, might not look the greatest now with rates, but that to me, that's all going to change in a matter of time. And then for any one bed, we're looking, $450 to $425, with rents set from $1,750 to $1,850. So the fees basically include everything. So you're essentially only paying for insurance, right? So everything's covered under the condo fees, which entail cover all the utilities. So a really nice way to get into the condo market. I know a ton of guys out there that only look at condos. So and these one are slowly being they've already been converted, just slowly being renovated and put up for sale. So if anybody was ever interested, there's a ton of these coming up. So you can hit us up for more info. Just a really, really great way to kind of just turn and go, back off, and let the pay down commence here.
Yeah, it definitely seems like an interesting, more passive style of investment that somebody could take advantage of. Awesome, Abdellah. Well, thanks again for these updates. Is there anything else you wanted to chat about here? Oh, we're hiring.
Yes. Yeah, I know I've snuck these slides in here the last few times. So, just with our team and our brokerage as well, just looking at some, looking to bring on some good talent. Again, if you're investor focused, it's just a bonus. But between Revel and the Madge Realty Group on the next slide, we're always looking for great talent. So if it's one thing I've noticed, being an agent now for the better part of a decade, is a lot of investors turn into agents. Come across a lot of those, myself included, and a lot of colleagues that I work with and worked with at Keller Williams. So there's some opportunities, and we're just trying to do things a little different here in terms of support and and helping people just kind of create portfolios, whether they think it's important or not, essentially. So.
All right, Abdellah, thank you so much for coming back on the Canadian Real Estate Channel. I really appreciate the market update that you just gave us. I know it's going to be very insightful for people heading into the fall market, as well as for anybody that was looking for opportunities for hiring. So I appreciate you including all of that for us, and especially highlighting for us some of the off-market deals that you have. So thanks again for coming back, and we'll see you again next month.
Yeah, appreciate it, Adam. Yeah, and like I said, guys, if anybody wants a deeper dive into any of these properties, feel free to reach out, drop us a comment. But always a pleasure, Adam. I appreciate it, and we'll chat very soon.
Absolutely. And if you guys haven't already subscribed to the channel, please get down there and hit subscribe. Turn on the notifications so that you are ready for the next time we're out here presenting your market updates. So see you guys on the flip side. Cheers.